In March 3rd, we are going to be experiencing a moon called blood full moon. Now, if you know and understand what spirituality is all about, you will know that full moon is highly and very important in spirituality. There's a lot of energy being released on every full moon. This energy comes with different intentions and inspiration, affirmation, and every one of them. And that is why, if you have been following me for a long time, I've always been giving you a different recipes on every full moon in order to connect with the energy of the full moon. And I must tell you the truth, if you have been consistent and always been active and also practice every full moon that I've been teaching you right from set, I know your life must have changed. But before I continue to say more, if you have tried full moon before, you have already done any assignment, or you have already made a random prayers using the energy of the full moon, please, I would love you to say your experience, whether you get your answer or not, under the comment section. I have a reason for asking this question, and I will also share with you when I get your answer, right? But let me be honest with you, full moon is highly spiritual. Now, to my understanding, there is a certain rituals or prayers that you are requested to be done or to do on the full moon in order to connect to that full moon. I will teach you what you are going to be doing in this particular full moon on the 3rd of March 2026. Now, let me also tell you that you have to take every full moon very serious, because once that energy is gone and gone forever, right? Until you wait for the next other full moon. And you never know the energy of the moon that is going to be so connective to your own aura and intentions. But before then, thank you for joining me today. My name is Promise. In case you are seeing me for the first time, I share simple spiritual tips with you on natural prayed and processed spiritual product and herbs, all right, for different illness. You're welcome to the big family. And as you join us in this space with your positive mind and your clear intention, in less than 3 months, all your desires, all your good intentions shall come to pass, and nothing shall stop it. If you believe in this, do not hesitate to say amen. Guys, let's dive into the video. Now, in this particular moon, I'm going to be teaching you how to connect with the 4 elements of the universe to this full moon. So that means this full moon is basically for everybody, and it's going to work for you perfectly, right? Now, first of all, remember, that is why you need to always pay attention. Make sure you do not get a moon water in this full moon. Yes, if you want to know the reason for that, please, you can ask the question and I will tell you under the comment section. Of course, you know, I've always been telling you, get moon water. Of course, moon water is powerful as rainwater and as dew water when you are using it for spiritual reasons. But at this particular month, please do not get a moon water. Now, these are the simple things that you need to do on this full moon. First of all, you have enough time. From now to 3rd of this month, I want you to sit down, watch your life, ask yourself some questions. What are these things that I don't want in my life? What are these energy that are disturbing me and I'm finding it very difficult to release? What are these things that I find myself doing, and at the end of the day I have found myself doing it even without being my intention? Like, this is the time for you to release these energies. These are the time for you to release all these negativities around you. Sometimes energy within us can limit us from getting even our prayers, spiritual processes that we are doing. So it is perfect time for you to release this energy. I want you to start doing this. Ask yourself, what is this thing that are making me, no matter how effort I put in this business is not going? If you ask yourself this question with a calm intention, you will get a perfect result. So, but at the end of the day, you cannot find yourself on getting, like, you struggle so hard. These are the things that you need to calm down to ask yourself some certain questions. Now, when you get an answer, pen it down. These are the things you don't want in your life. This is the energy you want to release into your life. Pen them down so you do not forget them, right? Now, another thing you need to do is that to cleanse your space. Yes, let me tell you, the environment where we find ourselves also help us in the journey of life, both spiritual and physical. Now, this is the time for you to cleanse your house. Let's assume you've not even cleansed your space throughout this year. Please use this particular period to cleanse your house. Of course, I've made a lot of videos on how to do house cleansings. You can use salt, you can use every other one. Please check my videos. I made a series of videos on that. But if you want me to elaborate on that more, Let me know under the comment section. But make sure you cleanse your space, right? Now when you are done doing all these things, this is how we are going to be connecting using the 4 elements in this particular moon. Remember, we have 4 elements, which is elements of water, elements of earth, which is sand, and elements of air, right, and elements of fire. Now, regardless to any element that you fall into, of course, you know that your life element play a lot of rules when it comes to your life existence. But if you do not know your element, do not worry. This assignment, you're actually going to perform this assignment, but make sure you know your element. If you want to know more on that, let me know under the comment section. Now, this is what you need to do. First of all, like I said, when you are done writing down your intention and the things you don't want to experience, or the things that you find very difficult, that habit. Sometimes there is this habit, maybe you talk too much, maybe you try to give space, but you find yourself not doing that. Maybe you are working so hard, you know that you're working so hard, but at the end of the day, nothing is coming. After pending it down, like I said, we're experiencing full moon in March 3rd. This is what to do. First of all, when you see the moon, carry your intention. Carry all those things, the energies, we call it spiritual energy, that you have released out of your life. That is those things that you do not want that is happening around you. Go out to the moon. If you are staying in a place where you cannot basically go out because of some reasons, please, you can stay inside your house, right? But make sure you open your window or you stand at your back corner. You are having an eye contact with the moon while performing this particular prayer. Now face the moon with those intentions. Now think deeply inside this particular intention that you have written. That is, now when you are going, get me a matches or a lighter. Like I said, we are going to be making use of the 4 elements. Now after much deliberation, memorization of that things, you are praying, you are not closing your mouth. Speak to the God Almighty using that energy and say, Father, these are the things that is happening in my life, and I cannot say what this thing is coming from, and I cannot stop this thing with my own power. Right? Therefore, today I am standing. When you are doing this prayer, make sure you are standing barefoot. I say to God that today I am using this energy of this month. I connect my aura, spiritual and physical aura, to this particular thing, negative things that I found myself, being it anything at all that I could not stop. Today, as I burn it today, may there all be a thing of the past in my life. I will not experience them again. I will not see them again. Now use the lighter. Now we are connecting to the fire elements. Use the lighter, burn it. If it's that much, leave it to burn. All right, just write it in a small piece of paper. Write it to burn. Then pick up the ashes, no matter how little the ashes is. Now come into the element of air. Now this is what you need to do. You need to hold it in your hand and say, I breathe in and I breathe out. As I release down the energy, that from today I will not see it. Breathe in by force, right? And breathe out. When you breathe out, blow the ashes up to the universe and said, as I said this, as I blow this thing off my surrounding, I shall see them no more. You have made use of the energy of the air, right? Now another thing that you need to do again, now pack a sand. Get a moon sand. You must not pack everything, just a pinch is okay. Now pray, hold that moon and say, Lord, that I pray today, this sand in my hand is uncountable, and I'm connecting to the energy of this moon. As I do this, this is how my life will start be multiplying. As I've released these energies that have been limiting me, that today I connect to this multiplication, that in my business, in my life, in my family, anything that regardless to my life, that this is how it's going to multiply, this is how it's going to increase, this is how it's going to expand. Pray and pray for increasements in your life. After you're done doing that, drop that sand at that point, step on it and say, from today, any man or woman that step on this sand have forgotten me, that they will remember me. The earth that I march upon shall be a blessing to my life. When you are doing, after you're done doing that, get a glass cup of water or a rubber plastic of water, hold it and pray that you connect. We are using the elements of earth right now. Get water. Now use that water and pray all your intentions. Of course you know what you want. Of course you know what you desire. Of course you know all the things that you've been expecting. Let me tell you, water has no enemy. And water spiritually is very powerful weapon to pray for life or for every other good things. Now when you get that water, begin to pray. Say, from today my life will be like a flowing water that will never go dry, that whatever that I step on, people will like me, people will cherish me. So pray and say that you connect to that energy of water, that from today that your life is going to be like a flowing water, that anything that have been covering your glory, covering you, covering your life, that from today, that any way that you step on, your face shall attract witness for you. Every spiritual vein that you remove, you just pray on your intention. After you're done praying, listen, after you're done praying with that water, right now, this is what you need to do. Drop the water outside there on the moon. That is, if you are outside, maybe you are living in a comfortable place, you are living in your house, leave the water at that particular spot so that the moon dew will enter. But let's assume you are not living in your house, or for security reasons, just take the water inside. Allow the water to stay. Allow the water to stay either in your bedroom or anywhere that you feel like it's safe for you to put the water. But best way is to leave the water outside for the moon dew to enter. I am giving you option in case if you do not have a necessary arrangement for that. Now take it inside. Early morning, in the morning, that water, add drop of honey inside the water, and add sea salt, 7 pieces of salt inside the water. Right now, stir the water and pray your final prayer. Of course, that 2 items you added into the water, you know what it signifies. Honey never goes wrong spiritually. Honey is the most powerful, like, spiritual item that never go wrong, right? After you done praying with that honey and that water, use the water and wash your face, wash your palm, and wash your leg. Allow it to dry up. Even if you want to wash it after, make sure you allow the water to dry on your body. Guys, do this assignment and watch how this energy of the moon will work for you perfectly. Of course, you are connecting to all the energy. This is not me. I'm not a water element. I'm not this. I'm not that. But please make sure you know your element. If you do not know your element and you wish to know your element, I will be making a long video on that on my YouTube channel, explaining to you how to know your element, the importance of your element, how to use your element, and how to pray with your element. In fact, your element is your life. Your element is your replicant in life. The element explains everything about you, because you are actually manifesting directly to your element. With your element, you will know the business that you will do that will work for you. With your element, you will know the kind of things that you're supposed to be doing that are aligned with your energy. All right, so you guys, do not forget to also pray with money, any amount of money. As you are praying, after you done praying, give that money out, give an alms to people, either to orphanage or to make sure you exchange gifts on that particular day of the full moon. Trust me, your life will not remain the same. I wish you success. I wish you breakthrough. I wish you good luck. I wish you every good things that you are going to pray that day on the full moon. And I pray for you, connecting my spirit with yours. No power, no kingdom, no altar, no forces will stop you. No any power will limit you, will stop you from getting testimony as you go ahead to do this. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Please do me well to share, like, and comment on this video. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more effective and spiritual recipe. If you need any spiritual helps, spiritual direction, you can use the number on the screen to send me a message. By the special grace of God, all shall end in praise. I will see you in my next video. But for now, stay blessed and bye.